Okay, so we're looking at Prepar3D 5, and this is the free download of Skopje Airport, or Skopje I think it is, the capital of Macedonia. There's a dash sat next to us. I think it's a dash. Someone's going to probably tell me it's an ATR. I don't know them well enough to know the difference. We're in the Lancair Legacy, and yeah, let's go and have a taxi around the airport and have a look at it from the air and some of the surrounding area. It's about 1 GB download in OrbX. I had to reinstall the soda object drivers for OrbX to get it to draw half the airport, but let's see how we get on. Okay, so let's release the wheel brakes. Turn around. Go out onto the runway. So there's quite a lot of grass around, but it just seems to be kind of stuck randomly down. It's not generated anywhere near as well as 2020, for example. It's very much cardboard cutout city. That's the main terminal building. Just steer. Starting to veer off. So I haven't got any other software, any other scenery installed. This is just a NVIDIA 980 GTX, I think it is, graphics card. The system has 16 gig of RAM, but it's only got 4 gig of RAM on the graphics card. So I've got textures all turned down to medium to allow for that. But it is still taking it above 2 gig of the graphics card memory of 3.3 available. Why it says 3.3 available, I'm not quite sure. Because it's a 4 gig card. Whether that hints at something 32-bit still in the mix, I don't know, even though Prepar3D is supposed to be 64-bit. Because as soon as you see the word 3.3 gig, you immediately think that's a 32-bit limitation. Anyway. So let's get some speed up. Have a look outside as we climb out. Scenery around the hills is quite nice. The trees are awful. I don't know if that's an OrbX issue. It's common to them that maybe it's because it's springtime, or winter to spring. Maybe if I loaded it in summer, it would look different. But the trees look awful. And they're all the same. The resolution of the ground isn't fantastic, but this is free scenery, so... I'm using the volumetric shading on the distance, so that looks quite good. I haven't got any cloud add-ons, so this is the out-of-the-box clouds. But otherwise, it's not a bad looking airport, is it? It's not really a great view from here, is it? Yeah, it's quite impressive, I guess. I've got this locked at 30 frames a second, by the way. I think I can probably get to about 60 with these kind of display settings. You can see I'm drawing things out quite a long way, but not as far as you can. But it still handles it quite smoothly. Yeah, the scenery's quite good. It's a shame the roads are all just done with texture and not with vectors. But I guess that would be more textures to throw at the graphics card. You'd end up killing it. But it's interesting that Flight Sim 2020 does such a better job with managing graphics memory than any of the others. you can really throw the kitchen sink at it and it will keep trucking and it won't crash. Okay, so let's go in and land. Never landed the Legacy before, so this will be interesting. I chose it just because it's got a bubble canopy. Overshot a little bit. I can straighten that up. Go. So yes, Skopje Airport. It's quite nice, I guess. It's obviously big enough for the big jets to land at. That's where there's terminals, obviously, or gates, I should say. But yeah, it's quite good. It's interesting. Those yellow lines led into the bushes there. I don't know if anybody else noticed that, or if I just didn't notice the taxiway in amongst the bushes. So we'll taxi back. And then I'll stop the video. I don't suppose it matters where I park, does it? There's nobody's going to tell me off. Park over here. Okay, so there you go. Skopje Airport. The Lancair Legacy Prepar3D version 5. On, you know, quite low-end hardware compared to most things these days. Oh yeah, I was further down there when I started, wasn't I? So anyway, I'm going to stop the video there.